I've been living with the Meta Ray-Ban display glasses for a while now. In theory, amazing thing. Smart glasses with a display on them, that's my childhood dream come true. But how are they in practice? Well, there are definitely pros and cons, which we'll talk about in this video. But yes, I bought them myself and I had a horrible experience trying to get my hands on them, so I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But first, let's talk about what these actually are. From the outside, they look almost identical to the Ray-Ban Metas, the previous version that could take photos, record videos, and let you talk to Meta's built-in AI. But this version adds something entirely new, a tiny display subtly embedded inside the right lens. Alongside that, there's still a camera, open-ear speakers, and maybe one of the most interesting parts, the wristband called the Neuroband that lets you control the glasses using small movements in your hand. It's a technological marvel, but more on that soon. But what can these glasses do? Well, you can use it for turn-by-turn navigation, view messages, captions, notifications, and even live translations right in your field of view. It's actually really cool, but it has its limitations. It's designed for quick glances, not long reach, kind of like the Google XR glasses we've looked at before. It's meant to complement your world, not replace it. Of course, all of this comes at a price, $799. Yeah, it's steep, especially for something that's still pretty early tech. So whether it's worth it, that's what I'll help you figure out today. So we'll do the deep dive, cover what they are, what they do, and whether they're worth your time. And if you don't know me, I'm Cass, a VR and smart glasses nerd, and making videos about that for about 8 years now. Subscribe if you want to join me beyond reality. Let's look at the design first. These glasses use the classic Ray-Ban Wayfarer look, and to most people, they'll just seem like regular sunglasses. Although I notice more people stare at me when I wear them, I guess because of the pretty visible cameras in the front, which is less visible on the black version. Plus, they are a bit thicker than usual, but honestly I thought I would look way nerdier, but I don't think they're that bad looking at all. On the right temple, there's one visible button and a small touchpad. The buttons handle quick actions like photos, and the touchpad lets you control the menu and swipe for things like volume. There are some easy to understand tutorials inside the glasses that teaches you how to use it, so I won't dive too much into that, but they do come in two color options, sand or black. The lenses are transition, so they are clear indoors and shift to a dark gray in sunlight, which I love because it means you can wear them pretty much anytime. I picked the sand version just because I really love the color. It comes with a matching Neuroband, cleaning cloth, and a softer case. Unlike the black version, which has a leather case, this one isn't. It's more of a fabric feel. Speaking of the case, it's really clever. It's not just for storage, it's also a charging case. You dock the glasses inside like this. On a full charge, the glasses last about 3 to 6 hours depending on use, which isn't a lot, so the case gives you up to 24 more hours, which is really needed. You charge the case via USB-C, and there's a cable included in the box to make that easy. Now, one feature I didn't expect but really appreciate is that the case folds down when the glasses are out, making it way more compact. It easily fits even your female pocket if you want it. Super convenient. But aside from all this, you also get reference guides, the Neuroband with its own proprietary charger inside the box. Honestly, from the outside, this all may look like normal sunglasses, but the features, that's where it starts to feel sci-fi. Before we get into that, let's quickly talk about the display and how it works. It's a monocular setup, meaning you only see it in your right eye with a 20-degree field of view. That is small, but paired with a full color 600 by 600 pixel waveguide at 42 pixels per degree, it's surprisingly good for what it's designed to do. It's not super high res, but clear enough for reading, and it actually looks bigger than I expected. The display refreshes at 90 Hz, though most content runs at 30 FPS, which still feels smooth and easy on the eyes. Just to be clear though, these aren't AR glasses, it's not 3D, it's 2D. A lot of people get that wrong. You should think of it more of like a smartwatch on your face. So meant for quick glanceable info. Now here's where it gets really cool. When you turn the glasses on, you get a simple yet cool interface. You see the time, a shortcut for Meta AI immediately. Scroll right and you see an apps list. Scroll left and you see quick settings like brightness, volume, and battery. The first time I scrolled through it using the neuroband, it genuinely felt straight out of the future. That's the part that impresses me the most. You can control the glasses in 3 ways: by voice with AI, with the touchpad on the right temple, or the most exciting part, using the neuroband. The neuroband reads tiny muscle signals from your wrist and turns them into controls. It's wild. Tap your thumb and index finger to select, thumb and middle finger to go back, double tap to turn the screen on and off, and to scroll, just swipe your thumb while making a loose fist. Sounds like a lot, but you get used to it really quickly. What blew me away is how accurate it is. Even tiny movements get picked up, even when your hands are in your pockets. So yeah, making wrist stretches in public does get you some weird looks. I'm not a wizard, I swear, I'm just controlling my tech, but it really does become second nature. I even caught myself using it without wearing the band. It's just that intuitive, and it genuinely feels like controlling something straight out of the future. Now, I haven't even talked about one of my favorite gestures yet, but I'll show you that while talking about what these glasses can actually do, after a message from our sponsor. This is the LiberNovo, probably the most futuristic chair I've ever used, and it's not just cool design, it actually has a motorized spinal backrest built in. Think of it like a spine that works with yours, adjusting to your posture and shape for full support, no matter how you sit. You can recline between 105 and 160 degrees with the 4 positions for work, gaming, or just kicking back. And yeah, there's a built-in massage and automatic lumbar support. Just pop in the provided power bank and use the buttons to fine-tune your backrest or activate the massage with a tap. You also get 4D adjustable armrest, a 3D headrest, breathable fabric, and a footrest if you want it. Honestly, I didn't expect to like this chair so much, but this whole setup has really helped with my neck tension. I needed something dynamic, and this is exactly it. Plus, it just looks so very cool. The design's clearly well thought out. A lot of it's backed by science too, which I didn't even get into, but definitely worth checking out. It starts at $803 and there's a Black Friday sale with up to 34% off. Links are below. Now, back to the glasses. Starting with the camera. They've got a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera that takes 3024 by 4032 photos and records 1440 by 9020 video at 30 fps. Those are all in portrait mode. I actually think it's the same camera as the regular Ray-Ban Metas. But what makes these special is the display, because it now turns into a live viewfinder right inside your lens. You can actually frame your shot in real time and take it without ever touching the glasses. And once you've taken a photo, it also shows up instantly in the lens, so you can review it on the spot. Afterwards, you can even scroll through your gallery and share to Instagram or WhatsApp, all without the phone needed. Now, most features do need your phone nearby since the glasses connect via Bluetooth to the Meta AI app, but some things, like the camera, still work on their own. That's thanks to the built-in chip, the Qualcomm Snapdragon AR1 Gen 1, 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage, which holds around 1000 photos or 100 short videos. And when you're ready to offload, the app transfers everything fast over Wi-Fi. It's really convenient. So remember that favorite gesture I was talking about? Take a look. So when taking a photo or video, you can actually pinch your index finger and thumb together, hold it, then twist your wrist to zoom in. Up to 3x digital zoom. And it actually works really well, all through muscle signals. Still blows my mind. Look at that. It's one of my favorite features. Look, it's so funny. I love it. And yeah, that same move adjusts volume too. Speaking of sound, the glasses have a 6 mic array and open ear speakers built into the arms. They get up to 76 decibels, which is louder than you'd expect for something this small, and the sound is clear with a little bass, not headphones level, but totally fine for calls, voice notes, or music, even in a noisy environment. What I like about this setup is that it's super nice. You're not isolating yourself, so you can still hear other people talking, but they can hardly hear what you're listening to. The glasses will work like Bluetooth headphones out of the box, so you can play music and even see album art while browsing with the neuroband, but full voice control only works with Spotify or Apple Music. not the other platforms. And with the display, you can also do hands-free video calls directly from the glasses. It shows the other person right in your lens while streaming your point of view to them. This can be great for moments like grocery shopping, where you can show someone what you're seeing and get quick feedback hands-free. This only works with WhatsApp or Instagram though. More about these limitations in a bit. Recording quality is great too. The stereo mics capture spatial sound, so when you play back a clip, you actually hear what was happening around you, like you're back in the moment. Meta totally nailed this, and it's just as solid here as it was on the first gen glasses. What I don't love though is that it doesn't record in landscape mode. It's clearly built for reels and stories, so everything is vertical, kind of a letdown if you're trying to capture something more cinematic. Meta being meta for not giving us a choice, which I really hope they change. But on to the next. One of the killer features is navigation. Someone once commented on a video saying they've always wanted a mini-map in real life, like in video games, and honestly, that's exactly what this feels like. As a gamer, it's a dream come true. So you can start navigation by commanding Meta AI or launching the Maps app with the neural band. It's powered by OpenStreetMap, and once you're in, you can find nearby places like restaurants or park, or if you want something specific, you can ask it. Then you just confirm it, press start and go. Real-time turn-by-turn directions show up right in your lens like a mini HUD in real life. I've used it in New York and LA, and it consistently got me where I needed to be. It's just so satisfying being able to glance to the side to check directions instead of pulling out my phone. And the display gets super bright, up to 5000 nits, which makes it really easy to see even in direct sunlight. And since the glasses are water resistant, IPX4 for the frame and IPX7 for the neural band, you're fine in light rain. But if it's pouring, maybe stash them in your pocket, otherwise you're good. Now, there is a pretty big limitation though. Navigation only works in the US, and they said it works best in major cities for now. It's a bit frustrating because the map data itself works globally, but Meta blocks the start navigation button if you're outside of the US, which is a shame because the feature is there, it's just geo-locked. Also, it only works while walking. Meta disables it while driving, which does kind of make sense honestly, because I tried it and yeah, it is a bit too distracting, but you know, I like having the choice. But navigation is definitely one of those features that really makes use of the display, and that theme continues. Another smart use is real-time captions. While talking to someone, the glasses can show you live subtitles right in your lens, and it's surprisingly fast. I think for anyone hard of hearing or just needing extra clarity in noisy places, this is a game changer. But even for anyone, it could be really useful. Now, I tested it during Snapchat's LensFest keynote, and what's great is that the full transcript gets saved in the Meta AI app, so you can scroll back through it later. Sadly, you cannot export that transcript, which feels like a missed opportunity, because imagine being able to summarize all your meetings using just this. Right now, your only workaround is taking screenshots. Now, the glasses also support live translation, so if someone speaks a different language, it can translate and caption it right on the lens as well. This part is noticeably slower, but still usable. I tried it with my mother-in-law who speaks fluent Spanish, and it worked surprisingly well. There is a catch here as well though: limited language support. Right now it only works with English, French, Italian and Spanish. I know the newer Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2 already supports German and Portuguese, and more are on the way, but still, if you speak anything else, you will need to be patient. Despite the limits, this is one of the most futuristic features where the display really adds value. Before, you could only hear the translations and they often lagged behind the conversation. Being able to read them instead makes it feel way easier to follow along. And this carries over to Meta AI, which also feels more useful now that it can show you things, not just say them. Yes, Meta AI is integrated in these glasses. You just say, "Hey Meta," or use one of the shortcuts, and then you can ask it about the weather, nearby places, reminders, or what's around you, and the answers show up in your lens as text or visuals. That glanceable layer makes a big difference. I wouldn't say it's the smartest assistant out there, but it's definitely gotten better. It's even surprised me a few times with how helpful it can be. One of those moments was at a food hall. I stood in line a little bit far from the menu, and the menu was in Spanish, so I asked Meta AI to translate it for me, and it surprised me with taking a photo automatically. It then recognized what menu I meant because there was a lot more around it. It then zoomed in to that menu on the text, highlighted certain parts of the text, and then showed the translation right in the display. Now you can even scroll through the results using the neural band, select a specific section and ask more about it. The first time I saw this, it just looked so sci-fi. And the best part is that the translation stays on screen, so you can keep referring to it while deciding what to order. Seeing answers like that is just way more useful than trying to remember something it said once. It's really great. But here's where things get real. The glasses do a lot right. It performs well for what it does, but they also come with pretty big trade-offs. If you're in Meta's world, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, you will like the basics. Reading messages, voice replies, attaching photos, all from the glasses. You can even post an Instagram story and watch reels and stories sent to you in DMs. Weirdly enough, you can't scroll your full Reels feed yet, but that's where almost everything stops. The integration is limited, so if you want YouTube videos, nope. You see thumbnails, but you can't stream the video. That one got to me. It also doesn't support other messaging apps, no TikTok, no full phone notification feed, which is a real letdown. It's a closed system, and that's a major downside. For what they're charging, you would hope for more openness. These glasses could just do so much more if they supported third-party apps. And the neural band is 100% awesome tech, but has a catch as well. It needs tight skin contact to work, so after a few hours, you will feel marks and it can get uncomfortable. But I did learn to loosen it during downtime, which helped me wear it all day. And the display is definitely impressive for what it can do, but looking through these glasses, the world sometimes feels slightly soft or hazy. It's like you can see the waveguide, and I think it doesn't help the lenses also smudge very quickly, so cleaning them often really helps. After a while, I did stop noticing the blur, but there is still a faint side glow reflection in certain lights, which can be distracting at times. Not a deal breaker though, since you can adapt. And while other people can't easily tell what you're looking at, they might notice something happening, especially since you're kind of staring at nothing. At certain angles, this display is even visible from the outside, so if privacy or subtlety matters, keep that in mind. On the flip side, taking photos is now more discreet than ever. There's less hand movement, there's no phone to raise. Technically, there is a tiny white light on the glasses that turns on when you're recording, but it's just really easy to miss. I mean, that's great for candid shots, but it could also make people around you feel a bit uneasy because they might not realize you're filming. And a heads up, not every phone works, only major brands are supported. There is a list here, which I'll put below as well. Also, as a first-gen product, long-term durability and software updates remain less certain. So yeah, a lot of impressive stuff here, but the trade-offs are real. If you're not ready for that, you might want to hold off. And remember when I said I had a horrible experience buying these? Well, yeah, so they retail for $799, which is already steep, but even finding a pair, way harder than it should be. Because Meta doesn't let you just walk in and buy them, you have to book a 20-minute demo appointment first. So I kept checking every day for like a month, but available slots were rare, really rare. And even if you got one, stores like Best Buy didn't always have stock when you show up, which is super frustrating. It honestly felt like Meta didn't want to sell them, but in the end I did get lucky. I walked into the Sunglass Hut on the 5th Avenue in New York, and one of the staff members kindly squeezed me in between appointments. I had 5 minutes, so I rushed through the demo and I finally walked out with the glasses. Shout out to them for saving the day. But yeah, not just pricey, also hard to find, and the hassle of even getting one adds to the total cost, not just in dollars but in time and effort too. Now the big question: are the Meta Ray-Ban display glasses worth the $799? Honestly, after 3 weeks of use now, I don't think they're for most people. They're packed with cool ideas and those work, but also there are just some real limitations. Navigation is US only for now. There's no landscape video, no third-party apps, no full phone notifications, and the battery life is great. I have heard these glasses might launch in other countries next year, which should unlock navigation, but still, it feels like a glimpse of the future stuck in beta. So no, this isn't a must-buy. It's a test bed, clearly aimed at early adapters already living inside Meta's ecosystem and are okay with the rough edges. If that's you and you want to play with something futuristic, go for it. Otherwise, I would wait. That said, I am genuinely excited. The Neural Band is definitely the star of the show here, and Meta's already testing things like wrist-based handwriting input. Imagine texting just by handwriting with your fingers. That's crazy sci-fi stuff, and it's coming. So yeah, it's not there yet, but the direction is clear. These glasses give us a peek at what's coming, and that's exciting. So would you wear these, or do you want a lower price, or did you get them? Let me know down below, and if you like this deep dive, consider subscribing. I've got way more smart glasses, VR and AR content coming to keep you in the loop.